how you doing? This is another episode of DwayneRoss.com. Hi, my name is Dwayne Ross, and thank you for coming to this post. Now, of course, I've been talking about a lot of different things, and somebody left a comment, and they wanted to know, okay, what about that taxation thing? So before I really get all the way into that, I want to come back a little bit and just talk about the four things that actually stop up the whole money situation in the first place. All right. As you know, I talk about making sure that you, number one, only pay what you owe, only pay what you should, and then use the other money to kind of build your wealth. So in this video, I'm going to talk about four things or four characteristics of money that a lot of people get caught up in, and they don't really understand how it's really taken away from their wealth. And so I know this has happened to me over the course of my time in my life, my work life. And then one day I came across something that actually started to educate me. I don't know if you ever heard of Laurel Langmeyer, but she talked about if you are not making enough money, you have to find your fastest path to cash. What is something that you can do right now that can bring you in some income that you can use to kind of get rid of your debt and then start flipping it from debt to wealth? And so anyway, I have a section in my book that talks about how I went through a certain period of time, and I wanted to share something that helped me change my life, help change my life. Again, if you're interested in partnering with me, I ask you to send me something in the inbox, message me, inbox me, send me an email, put a post and say, hey, you know what, Dwayne, I like what you're doing, and I want to know more about being a part of it. So here it is. So what is actually taking away your money is inflation. All right. It's the silent income destroyer. It's like, think about a few years back. Well, I talk about my own home. I lived in Amityville, New York, and I grew up in Amityville. What's up, Amityville? And there was a time where I had to go help my aunt. I was in the military, I was in the Air Force, and there was some things going on, and she called me home and said, going through some challenges. And that day I got to sit down and see behind the veil, how much the house was worth and what was going on with the house and things of this nature. And that house was $29,000 back in 1984, right? $29,000. The same house, same bricks, same area, same street. And today, that exact same house on the market would be worth over $300,000. So someone buying that house in 1984 purchased it for less than $30,000, and here's someone today in 2014 getting ready to buy it at over $300,000. But the dollar was worth less than it is back then, right? So that's where it's happening, okay? So the value of things is going up. The greed and capital gain, people are looking for capital, a lot of corporations, it's like I got to please the investors. I can't look at the people that use my product. I got to go ahead and take this 2-cent product and charge $2.99 for it, right? So that the stockholders can make some money. And then, of course, you have the cost of goods and services. I remember as a kid, too, you can walk around and say, let me go cut some grass for like $4 or $5, $5 here, $5 there. It added up. You had $20 in your pocket a week. You was good. Now you got to actually ask for $25 just to cut that same grass, because if you go out and get some gas, the gas is $3, $4 a gallon. So you got to make your profit back, by taking care of what your expenses are. And that's why people should go into business. See, if you're in a business category, it's a whole different level, but we're going to talk about that when we talk about taxation. So it's faster right now. Growth in the inflation is it's faster than income. So here you are, you're saying, I'm making $15 an hour. I'm making $25 an hour. But in real terms, in real money, you're making $9 an hour, $7 an hour. And you're starting to figure out, why am I never getting ahead? Well, it's because of this and a couple of other brothers that come along with this. So you got taxation, right? Inflation. Then you got taxation taxes. So the gentleman was asking about taxation. So what it is, it's real simple. You work for the federal government. We all work for the federal government pretty much most of our days. Why? Well, because for the first 1/4, 1/3 of the year, all we're doing is working to pay taxes. Think about this. You work all year long. Then you file your taxes and they give you a refund. Well, means they already had it and they're giving it back. So refund is they're funding you back. They funded you and now they're funding you again. So it's chained to your income. It's automatic. And that's what's so crazy too. Some people are like, well, I'm just waiting for my tax refund. I'm gonna get my refund check. It's all gonna be good, dog. And that's cool, but you're participating at the lowest level. All right, that's that W-2. I talked about this. The W-2, change the W-4, get all your deductions up front, use your money the way you want to. Because see, you don't have any power over franchise tax. They're gonna take that. How about the gas tax? Because they're taxed all the time. How about property tax, right? Okay. You got a death tax right now. If you die, they tax you on that first. And some people are losing their legacy because of taxation on death. It's like, oh, grandpa died. Okay, the government comes in and says, excuse me, but we need to get some of that money too. And then it's in probate and all that's great. All right. And then sales tax. So we're taxed already. So here you are paying taxes all year, and then you have to pay taxes on top of taxes. So I'm not against paying taxes. Don't get me wrong. And like a lot of different people that are involved in helping to educate in this field, this area, we're all people who say, hey, pay your taxes because we got to still fix the roads and help people out and pay for people's children, who are having struggles in their family. We got to do all that cool stuff. Make sure they go to school and, school teachers are okay. But the reality is we shouldn't pay more than we should. I mean, if you saw in the paper, it wasn't too long ago, they were talking about Warren Buffett, right? Billionaire, right? But he paid only 4% taxes. 4%. But his secretary, and they use this all the time. The secretary, though, who's a regular W-2 employee, pays 30-something%. In some cases, over 32 to 33, 36. You could check it out. Do the math. Okay? 1/3 of your income, automatic off the top. I mean, think about it. You go out, and if you go to church, you pay tithes, right? So they say you pay tithes off your gross. All right? Some people say, no, I got to do it off my net. I just can't afford it, right? But here's the deal. It's like give God his money first. So, okay, 10% goes to God. And that's out of $100. So now you got $90. Then the IRS says, before God, give me my money. And you got to pay them 1/3. So you're already paying them $30-something, $33. Then you pay your tithes. What you got left? You got like $46, right? $47. Okay, $47. So you're working from January to April for the government, for taxation. Let that sink in. That's how long you're working. Now, I have a couple of other spots down here that I'm going to catch you later on because I think this is really important for you. But again, I didn't want this to be very long. It's just our morning, reflection, morning minute, morning, whatever you call it. Okay, it's our powwow. But I told you before, my name is Dwayne Ross from DwayneRoss.com. I'm looking for some people who want to get this message out to the world, all right? We want to have people understanding their finances so that they can live better in their latter years. The Bible even says that your latter shall be greater. That's why, I'm doing this, because this is like craziness to me, because I got to this place that we used to talk about when we was kids. Oh man, you could be 50, you could be old, man. But yeah, check it out. I'm 50, right? 51, and I don't feel like I'm old, but I feel like I've been hoodwinked.